So this is what the henna looked like after being in the cupboard for 4 months. At this point, you will see me pulling out the sections. So I had earlier put my hair to sections because based on my hair type, that would be more manageable. So if you do have for any curly type of hair, whether long or short, you might want to put it into sections so that it's more manageable when you're applying the henna, and just make sure that the henna goes everywhere so that everywhere gets henna and no place is left untouched or henna-less. So at this point, I was basically just applying the henna here to my hair. And if you haven't watched the video where I made the henna, the DIY henna in onion juice, you can go ahead and check that out. I will leave a link to that in the video. So as you can see me here, I need to give you just a word of warning. Throughout the video, I will be wearing a lot of different faces. It's just something that I do whenever I'm doing something at home, so please don't judge me. So with that being said, since most of the video is self-explanatory, I decided to do a little bit of chit-chat during the voiceover. So I just want to share like my experience while I used the henna on both occasions, because this time was actually the second time around that I was actually using the henna. The first time that I did it was with just, it wasn't warm water. You can say it was warm water, cold water, and just the henna. While this time around I did something different. I added onion juice to it because I've used onion juice in the past and I've had a really great experience with it for my hair. So I decided to try henna in onion juice. I'm not sure if henna does exist in onion juice, but I just thought that it was something that I wanted to try. So what I actually did is, and it's purple onions, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. So I actually juiced the onions the night before, and then I had some left over because I had made too much, and I decided that I won't let it go to waste, so just add it to the henna that I was gonna make the following day. So that's what I did. So I warmed the henna. I warmed the onion juice. You can do that. It's better if you heat it indirectly, meaning you put it in a container and then put it in another container with warm water. You don't want to warm the onion juice directly. That might boil out, or it might lose the nutrients due to the direct heat. So that's what I did, and then I used warm water because this time I was trying to get the dye, because there's dye in henna, so that would normally be released when you use warm water. So I was trying to go for that look. The results were very good at the end. At the end, I did have great results. My hair wasn't red because I have black hair, so that's definitely a no-no. As I'm looking at those ridiculous gloves, I'm gonna give you a word of advice. Do not, and I say do not do this with plastic gloves. You will live to regret it the next day when you're going to work and your hands are red. I don't know how you're gonna explain that to someone, but you definitely will have to do that. So you're gonna need to get some proper gloves. I had left the henna in the cupboard for the dye to release, or for it to basically soak in, and I went out with the intentions of getting gloves. Came back, it was when I came back home, I decided that, hey, I'm not gonna do this today, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then I say, no wait, I'm gonna get it done. So I look around the house, and to my surprise, I just basically work with what I have. So at this point, all the henna has been applied to my hair, and I still have a lot of henna left in the container. So when you're doing this, if you're able to do, if you have like any measuring cups or anything, it would be good to use measuring cups. Some henna packets will come with like some basic instructions on how much to use based on a certain hair type, but I was basically winging it. I just threw in henna, and henna can be very deceiving. So at this point, you see, all the hair, all my hair had henna, so there wasn't any empty spaces left. But I had a lot of product, and I didn't want to put up anything in the freezer, so I decided that I was just gonna use it all. So as you see me going back in, just applying the henna to my roots, because your roots are the oldest part of your hair, so you want to give that as much nutrients and love as well. So as you see me just applying them and then wrapping up that section. So whenever, as I was saying earlier, you want to ensure that you have like some sort of measuring or use your good judgment. Definitely something I don't have, because when I made this the first time, this is exactly what happened. I had used too much henna, but oh well, there's always the option to put it up in the freezer. And there's this way I've seen persons on YouTube do it, where they find a way to reuse the henna. I'm not sure how that's done, but if you are planning to do that, you can definitely leave a comment down below, and I'll definitely research it to you and provide you with the answers. And while we're here chit-chatting, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. I post hair content, skincare content. I haven't really started posting any skincare content yet, because I'm basically doing some research on skincare challenges that I want to try throughout the year. So I wanted to find some cool creative ones that I could try and that I think will work best for my skin. So though I am experimenting, I don't want to end up in a case where I have any terrible breakout. So I'm still going through all of that. And later down in the year as well, I'll be posting a lot of fitness content, because I will be going back to the gym, because I took some time off to work on my very first romance book. I have left that down in the description below. You can go ahead and check that out. If you're interested, you can always go ahead and purchase it. If you do and you're following me on Insta, you can always inbox me and let me know, so that I can personally thank you, because it would really mean a lot to me. So back to the video. So at this point, I was just showing you how the henna looked on my hair, and I'm gonna admit the henna did let my hair a little curly, and I just like the look of the henna in my hair. See, now I'm just applying more, because I had a lot of henna left, to the point where I did not know what I was gonna do. So if you see where I just like, sorry for not really seeing me here. I was just checking on the henna just to see if I'm scraping it out, as you keep the rest. And at this point, I was basically wrapping up the henna to seal that in with my cling wrap. You can use you don't have to wrap up your hair as much as I did, and you can also use steam cap, but I think the cling wrap does keep everything in, especially the fact that I slept with this overnight. So it's not a case where it stayed in 2 hours. This was on my in my head for roughly 12 hours. I don't want to lie, but I know it was way past 6. So at this point, everything was good, but at the back, because someone asleep with it at the back, was still feeling some hair left out there. So I went ahead and I wrapped some additional cling. So you can see I'm getting way down the back of my nape. So I want to ensure that nothing leaked out on my pillowcase, because henna does stain people. It's very stainy and messy. So at this point, it was too much on my forehead, so I was just basically easing that up. And at times, you might want to get a piece of napkin or some toilet paper or tissue or whatever around the back of your nape, just to ensure that the product doesn't get anywhere else. And that's basically it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to leave a comment and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy watching it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.